money itself, investment, for example, savings. We're going even to cover up CV writing and stuff. Like I'm going that to that level, just to make sure that we uko na idea, whatever you're to do as a young person. And we are live on Facebook. If you can hear us, unaweza enda pale kwa comment utuambie unanipata, sauti iko vizuri. Sijui kama unaona Daina pale ako pale hivyo, beautiful smile there. Sasa Wangari, hi. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm very happy to be here.
Umefika hapa
first time.
Lakini umetusikia.
Nasikianga sana. Umesema number 1 radio station, Christian radio station?
Ndio hiyo. Where you listen and live. So you can go to Facebook right now at Top FM Live. We are live there with Daina. Is it Daina? Watu wanasema Dana.
Usitake ni correct vile umeniita Diana, umenibatiza ni sawa.
It's Daina Wangari.
Yes.
Daina, who is Wangari? Acha tuanze hapo.
Wangari is a born again Christian girl. She's a friend, a daughter, a sister, and mostly the reason why I'm here today is because she's a passionate advocate of financial freedom. Yes.
By financial freedom unamaanisha?
Namaanisha hata crisis ya aina gani kugonge, you've secured yourself financially that nothing can shake you. And that's the goal.
So what's the right age to start talking about financial freedom?
Wow. 5 years. As long as a child can start thinking, can comprehend words. Anzia hapo mfundishe.
So we want to talk to the young people out there. And he said hatuwezi ingia investment kaa tujaingia savings. So how much is kuna watu wanasema mimi pesa yangu isiwezi save. Hii ni ya kukula tu na kulala.
I think mimi first of all nataka tu wa Kenya tutoke kwa pity party. Like let's tushakubali. First of all, employment is an issue in our country. It's not news. Economy ni mbaya, tumeenda maandamano. It's not news. Like we're already in this situation now. Like don't allow your head to be bottled by the circumstances. There's more you can do. So get out of that mindset. Party ishe
kabisa. All right. Now tumemaliza pity party. Manze, savings si rahisi. Mimi najaribu kusave mahali niko. Si rahisi vile inakaa.
Si rahisi? Nateseka.
Kwanza vijana wameandika hapa wana bet sana. Wamekula pesa huko. Is betting savings?
Betting is not savings. It's not. It's a risky, I don't know what to call it really. But it's not savings at all because you're literally just putting the small nini that you've earned for yourself at risk of losing it.
So tuanzie wapi kwa story?
Tuanzie wapi? Tuanzie kwa there's a time I went to a forum and they equated saving to kukula maembe, then unatupa seed. Like instead ya kuipanda. So you not saving is wewe kukula maembe alafu unatupa seed. But kesho unexpect kukula maembe. But someone who's saving ni mtu anakula maembe akapanda hiyo seed, then kesho akakula maembe zingine. So basically that's it. The rule of saving is money save me now and I'll save you tomorrow. So unless you're saying you want need money tomorrow, then this topic is not for you.
But then the young people, they have time.
Do they have time to save?
They have time to eat the money.
They don't have time. That's the lie we tell ourselves. That is the biggest lie. We don't have time. But also, I don't think they see their youth as an advantage. Because being young is you are at a serious advantage. Because wewe uko na like ukianza sahi, whatever you'll reap by the time you're retiring or something of the sort, na mtu mwenye uko already 40s anataka kwanza sahi, like you're on two different levels. The amount you'll reap at the end of a specified time is more than this person. So young people need to stop thinking that they have enough time so they can squander their money. Instead, they need to realize that it's an advantage for them because they can reap more.
You can reap more.
Yeah.
All right. Tuende kwa saving. Now, how we can do it, like for young people?
For young people, first of all, like I've said, the number one thing I'd like to tell them is to adjust your mindset. Like you've said, saving is not easy at all. So tell yourself that it's not going to be easy instead of you making up excuses. Because I know when I mention the word saving, a lot of people will come and tell me, the economy the way it is, the way my bills are coming, I don't have anything to save. First of all, you need to get out of that mindset and allow your mind to think that it is possible.
Oh, yes.
It is very possible. And it starts with you monitoring how you're spending your money. Adjusting your lifestyle. Because if you're living above your means, it means you have not created capacity for you to set aside more money. Karis, kuna nyumba za 2,500 kwa Kenya. Now ukiangalia sana, you can see that you're struggling financially, but you're insisting on living on that 20k house. Hautaki kuadjust. But mainly sijui kama ni kwa sababu unaogopa vile watu watakuview, lakini pesa ni yako. Like finances are very personal. When you're there thinking, oh my God, I don't want to look like I'm struggling in this life, you really are struggling anyway. Accept that you're struggling, accept your financial state, and adjust accordingly. So live within your means. See what you can adjust. Monitor your expenses. See where your money is going. Because unaweza kwa hapo unalia na labda unatumianga sijui 5,000 kwa credit na maybe unaweza subscribe to a plan that itakusaidia ku set aside money. So when you're not tracking your expenses, you really have no idea where your money is going, and you don't know which loopholes are there that can enable you to save.
So expenses tuna track aje?
Track, you can, hata unaweza nunua notebook kila siku, any amount you spend. Umeenda kwa kibanda ukanunua kamandazi, andika today I spent 20 bob on mandazi. I bought sweets worth 10 shillings. Write every single thing down and then sit down. Then you'll be able to see, wow, kumbe I've been wasting money.
Umekula mandazi ya mia asubuhi.
Imagine. Na ungepika ndoma kwa nyumba ubebe. So, I monitor everything. Kwa sababu unaonanga 10 bob unasema ni pesa kidogo. But those two small ones that are what lead to big money. So once you've tracked, you're able to know ni wapi naweza adjust kidogo. So hapo ni point number 1. Track them. Then after you've tracked them, now you can be able to come up with a budget. Because now you know this is where my money goes here and here and here. So let me allocate this amount. Now that I'm well aware that some of the expenses are unnecessary, let me plan on the necessary expenses using a budget. Allocate everything including fun, kwa sababu watu wanasikianga budget wanasema guys na maisha yangu itakuwa boring, but plan for even those fun activities those days, so that you're not impulsively spending money you don't even have. Because if you haven't planned for it, inamaanisha utaingia pale Fuliza, unatutumia pesa yenye hauna, utaingia Tala
alafu
unaumia wewe unalipa hapo interest. My goodness.
Napenda vile umesema kwanza hapo kwa acha nikurudishe nyuma tu kidogo. Because young people sana newly employed, you want to show off. Unakuta unaingia estate yenye kabisa uwezi uka-afford hiyo ama unaweza afford hiyo rent lakini hauta afford kiroma, hauta afford vitu zingine. Unakuta wana live for the mshahara. Kazi kiisha ndio hizo ma depression na ma stuff zinaingia. And I just want to tell people there is no shame in downscaling. There is no shame in looking at, you know what, I can get a house ya 5k and put this money here and do this particular thing. There is no shame in that. There is no shame in that. And this is for the young people and also for the elderly, because wengine pia unakuta hata uko na lifestyle poa, ulianza na lifestyle poa, vitu may happen along the way. You have kids, and there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what, for this what I have, this for school fees naweza enda hapa tuangalie hapa na hapa na hapa na hapa. So I think that's very important also to remind our young people. Usikue na 20k unapiga sherehe, wewe ndio unachafua meza for example. Luku pia ni ile ya duka.
na alafu imagine kujinyima, it's not for long, like ni sawa utajinyima for now, utaishio maisha yenye unajua you don't deserve this life, but you will persevere, but it's not for a long time.
I love that.
You're building towards being greater, so for now jinyime tu for now. Kuna time this easy small bills will be nothing for you.
Ukweli.
Yeah.
Ukweli. And I think your discipline utakuwa my master pia.
Exactly.
So when a lot comes pia you can do a lot with them. Exactly. I've always wondered how unakuta mtu ako kwa biashara ya pikipiki. Then after 4 months ako na pikipiki ingine. After a year ako na pikipiki 3. You know, and then there's another person there wa pikipiki akongo tu hapo hata unakuta the pikipiki inaharibika, unaona huyo ako na pikipiki mzee lakini ni kijana. The difference between the two unakuta ni vile wanaangalia savings per se. I worked sokoni and tulikuwa mabeba lakini nilikuwa naona kuna mabeba wako na maploti bana. Wakati kuna mabeba wengine tunachanga kuwakimbiza rehab. So vile unasema kuishi kwa according to nini yako. So what's the next level sasa after now
you've tracked and you've budgeted? Now set goals for yourself. Ukianza kusave and you have no end goal, if anything comes you'll just withdraw the money. So sit down, analyze what it is that you need to achieve for yourself. Kuna short term goals that's between 1 to 2 years, kuna medium term goals 3 to 5 years, na kuna long term goals 5 years kuendelea. Like sit down, have a meeting with yourself, know what is it that mimi kama Dina nataka kununua gari at some point. When do I want to do that? Set a goal, work towards that, so that it will guide how much money you want to set aside for that particular goal. And you'll stay disciplined because you know nisipo save na manisha nimejinyima that thing that I have promised myself at that particular time. So having a goal will really help you remain focused and keep the discipline. That's like hapo tuanzie tu hapo.
Unajua una save kwa nini?
Una save kwa nini? Uko na watoto ama una plan kuwa na watoto at some point? Because mimi nasemanga like as long as it's a desire of yours maybe to have children for example, then you know school fees is inevitable, it's coming. Na wewe uko tu hapa una galavant, alafu your time utakani kama uko surprise, oh my god nafaa kulipa school fees, but you knew from onset that's a desire you have. Why not prepare towards that? You want to buy a house at some point, my friend, start shopping around, seeing the prices of houses, work towards that.
Hii hapa ni milioni kadhaa. With this I have. Yesterday I read a story here of a house girl who was trending. Alijengea wazazi keja. Bonge la nyumba. Alisema tu alikuwa anaeka kidogo.
Na unajua kuna mtu ana earn 50k mahali anasema mimi siwezi, sina capacity. Huyo house girls wananingi how much carries?
Tunawafinya by the way
25k at the most. Wewe sasa ni ule.
Hiyo sasa ule. Jo wengine wanawapea 5k na wanawagombanisha kila siku.
So have a goal, work towards that will help you become disciplined. Also if you're able to automate your goals, that will be fantastic. So unaweza enda kwa bank yako, if you're paid through the bank, that's for example unaweza waambia bank yako at this particular date ko unakata this amount, so that kwa sababu kusave pia si ati ni rahisi, pesa ikija kwa mkono haikosangi matumizi. So to avoid that temptation to allocate your money where it's not really necessary, automate your expenses. Tell your employer ko unanikata this amount unaeka towards this account, so that I'm not struggling, then I'll work with whatever I have after that. Tunaambiwa do not save what is left after spending. Save first and then spend what is left after that. So yeah, make it automatic. Vile hata tithe tunasemanga eka standing order 10%, mshahara tu ikiingia 10%.
Na chono haraka.
Before temptations zingine zikuje.
Grace Neema says, I've disciplined myself in the little I'm getting to do, like a small investment somewhere. This is because there's no time I'll ever get enough money. That's so true. Dina, saizi pia vijana wameanza kuingia kwa careers zingine, mshande ingi ati from monthly. Unakuta msee ni MC, msee ni hype man, unakuta jamaa ameingia kwa construction, mjengo for example, anajengwa hiyo 500 every day. What are some of the things hawa say wanaweza do kuingia kwa savings sasa, ama wanaweza angalia vile savings zao zinaweza materialize?
Vile zinaweza materialize ukipata, because I understand kwanza in this time and age a lot of us are not employed, we are not traditionally employed. The self-employment or this untraditional hustles. So what you can decide, you can ground yourself to maybe following the 50-30-20 rule. I really like mentioning that one because it guides you on what percentage to set aside for savings. So what umepata hapo your 500 bob per day, decide that 20% of this 500 bob is going to go towards my savings. So that's how much. That's 100 bob. 100 bob every day. So unaweka kwa savings. That will help you also build how much you're putting aside in a month. It will give you the discipline kwa sababu unajua 20% every time.
Nenda hapa. So hata hiyo 5 kila siku unaweza weka mahali. Unaweza fanyia kitu.
Unaweza weka anywhere.
Chamas ni investment. Vijana wange machama.
Chama ina depend chama ina gani. Najua the most popular chamas ni hizi kina merry-go-round. Siwezi sema it's an investment. It's a platform that builds discipline ya kusave. Because ideally when you sit down, ukiamua wewe mwenyewe kama unatoanga 1000 bob every month, ukiamua wewe mwenyewe kuset aside 1000 bob kila mwezi, maybe you guys are 7, so you set that amount aside for 7 months. More or less tutakuwa tu umejisave, ni the same. But I think the thing about chama is the accountability bit, because mko wengi sijui mbona una feeling ni kama unatolea mtu like uko guy lazima nimtolea ama tutakosa, but wewe kujitolea inakuwa shida. So chama really help us in terms of accountability and consistency.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice one. I think we're going to take a short music break here, then tutaingia kwa biashara pale. We're still with Dinah here, and the next I think the next link we decided, yes, the conversation is around investment and tips, but we saw it wise first of all we start with savings. You know, what will you invest? If you cannot save, una invest nini? Wow. That's awesome.
Experience the hope, the music, the anointing. This is Hope FM, where you listen and live.
Mfumo hawezi kukusaidia,
rafiki hawezi kukusaidia,
nduguyo hawezi kukusaidia,
mpenzi hawezi kukusaidia.
Umeshindwa hilo kwa mwanadamu, hilo
Ulilete hilo kwa Bwana Yesu, hilo
amesema anatenda, umwamini, hajawahi acha neno lipotee.
Alisema atatenda, nimeona, hajawahi shindwa kitu mfalme.
Ndio yake moja
Inabadili maisha,
ndio yake moja
kuleta amani,
akisema sawa
utaheshimishwa.
mwite tu yelelelele,
Yupo mwenye majibu, asiyelala, asiyelala. Ndio wageni, ndio. Hakuna. Ay. Yupo mwenye majibu, asiyelala. Ndio. Wageni, ndio. Hakuna.
Afternoon Switch in your afternoon shift with Mankaris. Shajara ya biashara na Faith Kaulu.
Hujambo mtazamaji na karibu. Shirika la ndege la Kenya Airways KQ limerejelea safari za moja kwa moja za kila siku kuelekea mjini New York, Uingereza. Shirika hilo la kitaifa limekuwa likiendeleza safari za ndege 5 kila siku kuelekea Marekani. Hii ni tangu mwezi Januari, wakati mahitaji ya abiria yalikuwa chini, Amerika ilipoingia katika msimu wa baridi kali. KQ inasema uamuzi wa kuongeza safari zake umetokana na ongezeko la abiria wanaoelekea New York, hii ikipiga jeki shirika hilo ambalo limekuwa likirekodi hasara. Na kule Bomet ni kuwa jamii zinazoishi karibu na kampuni za kimataifa za chai zimeahidi kudumisha amani kufuatia kufungwa kwa kampuni hizo kutokana na ukosefu wa usalama. Hii ni pamoja na uvamizi wa mara kwa mara, hali ambayo imezuia kuwepo kwa maendeleo. Kwenye mkutano uliofanyika huko Chepchabas, wafanyikazi wa kampuni za chai wameahidi kutatua mizozo yao kwa njia ya amani, wakipinga hatua ya kufungwa kwa kampuni.
That is J-Ray, my provider Limo Blaze and Locray. You know, I will be content. And I think even the aim of what we are driving here is contentment. Vijana hata ukitosheka na ile unapata, then even whatever Diana is saying here, it becomes possible. Unajua siwezi afford kukula nyama siku 5 kwa wiki, wacha nikule mara moja alafu hii pesa niweke mahali fulani. And the first part of this conversation, we had a problem on our Facebook page, but tumeshughulika now. We are live on Facebook, and I know you had a part of the first conversation, the first part of this conversation. Now we're in the second part. And tulikuwa wapi Diana? Tulikuwa
tunaambia watu automate your savings.
Your savings.
Those past temptations. Yeah, yes.
Kuna mtu hapa anasema ni house help ana 32k.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lakini kusave ni ngumu.
Wow.
Kusave ni ngumu.
Itabidi tu angalie mahali anaweza cut cost.
Unaweza anzia wapi?
Ni ngumu. Anza na kukubali that ni ngumu. Ndio hakuna kitu mpya una learn. Ni ngumu na ni ngumu. Learn to do the hard things now. Angalia matumizi yako. Angalia wapi pesa yako inaweza. The loopholes you have. Ni wapi inaweza cut cost. Kama anapandanga, unajua hata in our transport we can cut cost. Like kama kwetu ukitoka kwa nyumba anytime before 6 am fare inakuanga 50 bob. Anytime after that inakuwa 80 bob. Unaona ungetoka mapema ungesave 30 bob.
Ungesave 30.
So angalia tu the small places you can be able to set money aside. Yeah.
So kijana ameangalia income yake, amejita mkutano, ameamua siwezi endelea na hiyo lifestyle, wacha nikate hii lifestyle. Saa zingine itakuja kukata mabeste, kukata places za kuhang out, very important. Mimi usema kwanza beste akusaidii na ideas, ni si beste kwanza. Number 2, sasa amekamna budget. Ulisema kuna rule fulani ulikuwa umeisema hapo hivyo.
The 50-30-20.
Hebu expound your rule.
Basically inamaanisha 50% of your income inafaa kwenda towards your expenses. So expenses zako zote, rent, maji, stima, transport, zote zinafaa kukua bottled into 50%. Within your 50% of your nini. So if you're earning 5,000 in a month, inamaanisha expenses zako zinafaa kuwa within 2,500. So kama una spend anything more than that, you're living way above your means. Then 30% could be going towards your wants. These are maybe you want to go on a trip, or you want to, like as people in relationships, you need to take your person on a date or something of a sort. So that can be part of your 30% of your income. And then 20% is supposed to go towards savings and investments. So come what may, hata nini happens, juu leo ume-earn pesa kidogo aje, 20% lazima
inaingia hapo hivyo.
Iende kwa savings na investments.
So hiyo ni kitu, any amount can go into that.
Yeah, any amount, as long as it's within 20% of your income. Yeah, so weka chini, kwa honest by the way, kaya kitu yenye tunafanyanga ni kujidanganya. Sit down and be honest. This is how much I'm earning in a month. Like really, vile naishi, can I nitaendelea hivi? Like, will I really be able to do something with myself? Because at least you're earning, because unajua the first step to anything is at least have an income.
Yeah.
That then you can be able to know, do I need to adjust anything? Do I need to add another stream of income so that I can increase my capacity to do as many things as I want?
Can that also apply to a young guy with a biashara?
Yeah.
Fungua base ya gas hapo, na umeweka kinyozi.
Na hiyo base ya gas pia unaweza fungua M-Pesa hapo kando. Fungua duka, weka nini. So you're not limiting yourself to just one stream. Na hii economy by the way, one stream of income is as much as earning nothing.
Yeah. So hata hiyo biashara unafungua hiyo kidogo hapo, unachomea watu mahindi. You can go angalia hesabu, nimenunua hii mahindi na hii pesa. Naishi hapa, acha niangalie mali, then una tick. But I love what we said here, that know why you are saving. Usiweke tu.
Oh yes.
Kuna mtu alituambia pesa pia ipendi kuwekwa tu hivyo. Hapo ndio unasikiaga watu wanagonjeka, unatoa pesa. Hapo ndio unasikianga kitu ina happen, pesa inatoka. Lakini pesa yenyewe imepangiwa inajiheshimu sana.
Actually kukabio yenye unatoa kitu imekama hapo, unatoa tu pesa. The one thing you could prioritize is having an emergency fund. Basically an emergency fund ni 6 to 9 months of your monthly expenses. So we catch in as Karis, in a month I spend 20,000, for example. So I need to make sure my emergency fund has 120,000 by this time next year. So in this case, because God has called us to be generous and to help, to be there for our neighbors, right? So if, in the event that maybe something has happened in your home and you need to support financially, you're not jeopardizing the goals you have. You're removing money from your emergency fund. In the event COVID happened the other day, I think hata Wakenya washasahau that COVID really happened. But watu hata washasahau, because the way people are spending money, you'd think COVID never happened. But if you had an emergency fund during that time of COVID, I'm sure you had no complaints because you had a buffer. Yes, umepunguzwa mshahara or umeachishwa kazi, you have no income, but you have something that's supporting you until the next time when you get unemployment.
Kuna student anauliza hapa, asave pocket money ama kunaenda kokole ama kampo ama tu akule tu hiyo mandazi atasema kimaliza campus.
Asikule kwa sababu hiyo ni kujiambia that automatically hiyo mindset itakuja ya kusave. Anaweza save amwe kufungua biashara. Mtu afungwangi biashara tu bila kitu. So amua kusave pesa, fungua ka biashara kako, hata wache kuomba wazazi pocket money. Kuwa na pesa yako.
Ile watu walikuwa wanatumia help kufanya mambo bigi.
Imagine.
Kuna mama mboga hapa, and I know also this is a biashara nowadays that aikai kama people do it, even young ladies on established sokos pale. No, as a son of a mama mboga, I used to wonder vile madhe alikuwa anatusomesha, but I realized alikuwa kwa chama mingi. Unakuta school fees inakufunguliwa kuna kachama mahali, alafu kujinyima ilikuwa tu sana. I don't know if I can go that direction. It was very hard. I don't think I want that. But there's a mama mboga here who's thinking of a 2-year plan, bank or sacco. I think anaweza do bank or sacco.
Anaweza bank or sacco. I think I would say it depends on why you're saving. Because babu, every institution in kwa banki na manshuna maybe tuduke kwa ina loan sababu you think of your savings. So if you're saving but you want to take a loan, then a sacco would be perfect, because maybe you want to do a certain project na like raise your pesa, maybe you want to achieve it in a short time na high add up, so a sacco would be perfect for that. But then there are also other interest yielding institutions like a money market fund, for example.
Somebody asked us about that, by the way. How does that work?
Basically what a money, it's like ni kama market vile tu, as the name suggests, a market of money. So you've come as Caris, but you only have 1,000 shillings. And I've come as Dinah, I only have 5,000 shillings. Someone else has come as whoever with just maybe 10,000 shillings. So what you can't do with your 1,000, you bring it to us, and then with all the people that have brought their money to us, like I'm assuming a money market fund, for example, you bring it to us, and then I'll reinvest it in a platform where you can't do it with your 1,000, but I can do it with 100,000 and get an interest and then distribute it between you guys. So yeah, basically it helps you. Interest yao inakuanga between 8 to 10% per annum, which is amazing. Okay,
unaweza advice vijana waangalie.
Yes, but actually I'm not really a big advocate on saving in a bank. If it's money you need maybe in the next 2 months or 6 months or 1 year, why not put it in a money market fund, because it's growing. Pia unafaa kuangalia interest yenye unapata, kwa sababu like say inflation rate is at 9.2%. If you put it in maybe in a bank account where it's not gaining anything, but the most they can 11%, you're still losing because it's still below the inflation rate. So put it in a money market fund. Kuna zenye ziko 9% and above. Yes. Mwambia niongeleshe nimsaidie.
I feel very, very good right now, because this is information that I believe every young person either starting a biashara somewhere or newly employed or already employed. I think what I'm getting is these are things we need to have in our fingertips right now. You know, even in school, you think about what do I want to do, how do I get there. Hey, so I'm really, really happy we have had this conversation. Is there anything, any other pointer you wanted to share with us?
Basically, I just want to encourage us all. I know we're living in difficult times, but as we're listening and living, I just want to encourage us that God has put us in this situation, and like we need to see the possibilities. He's able to create capacity within us to do as much as possible. So like I said, let's stop the pity party.
Yeah.
Let's expand our mind to possibilities. Let's wacha akili yako ione to possibilities, because it is very possible. Do you know, Karis, is someone who's not affected by the current economic state? Like yanaona, oh wow, you guys are suffering. Kuna mtu hata sijuzi, kuna mtu alisema nini bei ya mkate ni 500 because anashindwa. Yaani Wakenya afford 500 ya mkate.
Amejipanga.
Yeah.
Ama anaona possibility, anaona opportunities and all these things.
Imagine.
I love what you said, because you look at even a young man like Joseph. You know, there's a time he was just called a dreamer. But at the end of it all, you know, he enjoyed a very happy long life. The years he was called a dreamer compared to the years he was a prime minister. You cannot, there were so many.
Yeah.
Like you will even forget, hey, niliwekwa na struggle kweli. Yeah, and my challenge to them people is, this is the time to start.
Yeah.
This is the time to start. You can make a blunder, you can start again. You can make a blunder, you can start again. That's the beauty about this young age. Yeah, so si raha tu na kukula mandazi and stuff. We focused on of course the conversations around investment, and I told you, God willing, we'll have series around this and other conversation. So I think we can pause at that. Alafu we can get into this conversation next Tuesday, God willing, if utakuwa available. Nitakutafuta bado.
Okay.
So that is the Afternoon Switch Mapesa first edition. This will be happening every other Tuesday. It's about equipping you with the knowledge that you need. It's about telling you that, you know, that kidogo, you can still do something with that kidogo. Hey, and also to show you even the biggest people, the people you look up to money-wise. They started, you know, the kidogo you build along the way, you enjoy it more than hii haraka. Bado wamepoteza 280k hapa, 600k kwa betting. Na ni vijana wadogo. Like if you are such at that age and you can access to 58k, there's something you can do about it.
President alianza na kuuza kuku.
Hey. Semaka kuna empire mayai. So I play this song by Manolo. Thank you, Dina, for coming through.
Thank you.
Make this your home now. And tu pamoja tuchanuane, si ndio? Tusaidiane. Ile kitu Karisa kujua, mtu mwingine ajue. Ile kitu umejua inasaidia young lady out there, ama young guy, tu wapashe.
Yes.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you.